Welcome to Hong Leong Bank's Executive Boardroom. Today, management evaluates a landmark proposal, the acquisition of Aeon Capital Berhad. This strategic move could reshape Malaysia's banking landscape, but it brings massive operational and financial risks. Let's join the C-suite leaders as the CEO calls this critical meeting to order.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. As you all know, Hong Leong Bank has been exploring the potential acquisitions of Aeon Capital Berhad. So this is an important strategic opportunity that could strengthen our position in Malaysian banking industry. So before making any decisions, we need to carefully evaluate this proposal from different perspectives. This is including strategic benefits, financial implications, operational readiness, employee impact, and governance considerations. Our goal today is to have an open discussions whether this acquisition supports our long-term directions and creates value for all our stakeholders. To begin with, I would like to invite our Chief Strategy Officers to share the strategic perspective on this proposal.
Thank you, CEO. Okay, from my point of view, I think that this acquisition is a very strategic move for Hong Leong Bank actually, because the banking industry right now is becoming more competitive, especially with larger banking groups expanding quite aggressively. So, like, if we continue depending only on organic growth, it may take a longer time for us to strengthen our market position. Okay, so like by acquiring Eon Capital, we can immediately expand our customer base, branch network, and also overall banking operations. And then this will also help us to strengthen our presence in the market and also place us in a better position to compete with larger banks such as Maybank or maybe CIMB. Oh yeah, another point from my note is that Your Capital already has a strong retail banking presence. So technically it kind of like complements our existing business quite well. So I think this actually creates a good opportunity for us to cross-sell our products and also improve our customer retention in the future. All right, so overall, from a strategic perspective, I actually see this acquisition as a long-term growth opportunity that can actually improve our competitiveness and also strengthen our bank's position in the Malaysian banking industry. So yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Alia, for the comprehensive overview. The strategic benefits looks surely promising, especially in terms of improving our market base and extending our client position. However, as you all know, growth prospects must be financially sustainable. I would now like to welcome our Chief Financial Officer, Sister Nelly, to guide us over the financials.
Thank you, CEO. From the financial perspective, I believe that the proposed acquisition presents both opportunity and risk. After conducting a detailed financial analysis, I believe that HLBB slightly present better than EON Capital Berhad in terms of profitability, leverage, and also market performance. Nevertheless, the acquisition of ECB provides an opportunity for HLBB to expand its market shares, strengthen its banking operation, and enhance its competitive position in the banking industry. The merger could create an economies of scale through the reduction of duplicated administrative costs, improve operational efficiency, and a stronger revenue generation capacity. In addition, the enlarged balance sheet may strengthen the bank's lending capability and overall market position. However, several financial concerns must also be considered, including the high acquisition cost, integration, and restructuring expense, as well as the quality of ECB's asset and potential non-performing loans. Despite these short-term challenges, I believe that HLBB will still be able to maintain strong profitability and higher earning per share after the merger, indicating that the acquisition could contribute positively to the company's long-term financial growth and increase investors' confidence. That's all from the financial perspective.
Thank you, Sister Nelly, for highlighting both the opportunities and the risks involved in these acquisitions. So financial disciplines will clearly play a key role in determining whether these acquisitions delivers long-term value. Of course, even a strong financial case means little if operational integrations becomes problematic. So with that in mind, I would like to hear from our Chief Operation Officers regarding the operational feasibilities of these acquisitions.
Thank you, CEO. Operationally speaking, this acquisition gives us a ton of advantages, but we have to be honest. Integration is going to require some really careful planning. On the plus side, the combined bank will give us a much wider branch network and broader operational capabilities. This gives us a great opportunity to streamline where we have overlapping branches while actually improving overall customer accessibility. But here's the catch. Integrating our system and day-to-day operations is going to be a challenge. Right now, Hong Leong and Eon Capital are running on completely different technologies. different workflows, and frankly, different management cultures. If we rush this integration, we risk disrupting customer service, and that's a hit our reputation just can't take. So to keep things smooth and minimize those disruptions, I highly recommend we take a phased approach. We need to focus heavily on three areas, which is the first one, harmonizing our technology, getting everyone trained on the new operations, and keeping our customers clearly in the loop with a solid communication plan. If we manage this effectively, the operational synergies will pay off big time, which significantly driving up our efficiency and long-term performance. That's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, COO, our brother Iman, for your perspective. It's clear that careful planning will be essential to ensure a smooth integration process and maintain service quality in our company. At the same time, we must remember that successful mergers are not only about system and operations, they are also about our people. I would now like to invite our Human Resource Director to share their assessment on the employee and organizational aspects.
Thank you, CEO. So everyone, from human capital perspective, employee concern should not be underestimated. During mergers and acquisitions, employees often experience uncertainty regarding job security, workplace cultures, and also future career progressions. Hong Leong Bank and Union Capital have different organizational culture. Without proper integrations, this may affect moral productivity and also employee engagement. We must prioritize transparent communications with employees to minimize anxiety and resistance. In addition, retraining and structuring and cultural integration programs will be necessary to ensure both organizations can work together effectively. Lastly, while some operational restructuring may occur, decisions involving staffing must be handled fairly and professionally. If employees feel respected and informed, the transition process will lead to be smoother and more successful. Thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you, our HR Director, Sister Atika, for the insightful overview. So employee engagements and communication will certainly be important throughout this transition process. Before we move toward the conclusion, I would like us to consider the governance, compliance, and our ethical implications of this proposal. So Chief Risk and Compliance Officer, please share your assessment.
Thank you, CEO. From a risk and governance perspective, this acquisition must be carried out carefully with a strong emphasis on transparency, fairness, and integrity. First, shareholders should be provided with clear and accurate information regarding the purpose of the acquisition, the potential risks involved, and the expected benefits of the transaction. Transparent communication is important to maintain investor confidence throughout the process. In addition, the valuation of Yuan Capital must be fair and reasonable to ensure that the shareholders of both organizations are treated equitably. Regulatory compliance is also a major priority, as the acquisition must full comply with the requirements set by Bank Negara Malaysia and other relevant corporate governance regulations. Besides financial and regulatory considerations, we must also be mindful of reputational risks. If the integration process is not managed properly, or if employees and customers perceive the acquisition negatively, it could affect public trust in the bank. Therefore, ethical leadership, proper governance, and consistent communication should remain key priorities throughout the acquisition process. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Najwa, which is our Chief Risk and Compliance Officer, and everyone for your valuable input and thoughtful perspective. So based on our discussion today, it is clear that proposed acquisitions of Ion Capital presents significant opportunities for Hong Leong Bank, particularly in terms of market expansions, stronger competitiveness, and long-term growth. At the same time, we must carefully manage the financial, operational, and human capital challenges that come with an acquisition of this scale. As management, it is our responsibility to ensure that any decision we make supports sustainable growth and upholds strong governance standards. Therefore, my recommendation is that we continue moving forward with the acquisition discussions, subject to thorough due diligence, financial evaluations, regulatory approval, and a well-structured integration plan. So before we proceed, does anyone have any concerns or objections to this recommendation?
As for now, we don't have any objection.
Yeah, me too.
Excellent, everyone. Thank you for your contributions and professionalisms during today's discussions. Moving ahead, our top objective will be to perform extra cautions and develop a complete integration structure for board consideration. We will proceed carefully and cautiously to achieve the greatest possible outcome for the bank and all of our stakeholders. If there are no further matters to discuss, we will conclude the meeting here. Thank you, everyone. Meeting dispersed.
The meeting is adjourned. Management grants a cautious green light.
proving that sustainable growth requires balancing both market expansion with disciplined due diligence.